Hey guys, it's Brianna here. So today I want to talk to you about something that I know comes up in everybody's life, in any entrepreneur, in anybody's life. Um, and that is taking your business and showing your family or your spouse the business that you're in. And I know this is a huge thing for internet marketers and affiliate marketers and network marketers that they jump around from business to business to business thinking that this business is going to be the one and this business is going to be the next one and then the next one and then the next one is all of the next ones are going to make I'm going to be a millionaire overnight kind of thing. And like I get that and I get your enthusiasm and that's awesome. That's awesome enthusiasm because, I didn't jump around from business to business, but like I've seen people who have, and like I get the enthusiasm and I get the passion. But there comes to a point where, you take your next biggest overnight success business to your spouse or to your family, and then they're like, okay, come on, not again, really? Oh boy, here we go. Oh, look out. Brianna's doing a new thing. She's doing a new internet marketing thing. Oh, here we go. So taking your business to your family members can be hard because, a lot of the times your family members are the hardest people to talk to. But I have found in my own personal life that when I took my business to my family members, this kind of happened in stages, actually. The actually getting to my first event, my company event, was kind of like the breaking point for me. And I had taken my business to my family and I was like, okay, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. This is my mom and I were business partners. This is what we're doing. This is awesome, blah, 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 blah. This is great, not pitching, but just saying, hey, this is what we're doing. If you want to join, that's great. Awesome. But, we're going to take this and we're going to go online. You know what I mean? And, we didn't get the response we thought we were going to get. We were expecting everybody to be like, yeah, go, this, that, and the other thing. But then the response we got was like, oh, you're doing that and, this isn't going to work and, blah, 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 and negative, 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 negative. And so for the longest time, I didn't want to discuss what I was doing with my family members. And so it went for a couple of months where I wasn't talking to anybody outside, my mom and I, about what we were doing online and building a business online. And it wasn't until after the event that it was tangible. It was tangible proof that what we were doing, like we believed in it before we got to the event, but after we got to the event, it was just so much more real. Like you can touch it when you get to the event, if that makes any sense at all. If you've been to, especially like Empower Network events, that the affiliate program that I am involved in, I am in direct sales with the Empower Network. If you've gotten to an Empower Network event and like it's your first one, like you believe in it before, but then afterwards you're passionate about it. You know what I mean? So the event happened a couple of weeks ago. That was my first event. And I've been kicking around the idea to bring the business back to my family and to, I really want to talk to them about it. I really want to share with them my experience at the event, but I didn't want to get shot down again. And it wasn't that I was pitching to them. It wasn't that I was pitching to them at all. It was the fact that I wanted to share with them my life and where I was going. And over the course of the past few months and after the event, I've learned some things that I know. My dog's going crazy. I learned some things that I know now that would have helped me portray my vision a little bit better. So today I went to see my grandpa. And I was like, hey, this is what we're doing. Because he asked me, he wanted to know. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen him. And, I feel bad because I wanted to take this to him and say, you told me I couldn't do it, but look at me, I just made $1 million yesterday kind of thing. So taking it to him without making $1 million yet was difficult. So I went in there, I was kind of nervous. My palms were sweaty a little bit. And I was like, oh, and he opens the door. He's like, Brianna, it's so good to see you. How are you? I'm like, hi, Grandpa. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. He goes, so what have you been doing with your life? And I'm like, well, still in part of the business. We went to DC and, this and this happened. And, I had the pictures on my phone from DC and I was like, okay, look, I met this person and then this person lives in London and this person lives in Singapore and this person lives in France. And, I'm really close to this person in France, and I'm in a family from Rhode Island, and there are other people like doing this, and there are people who are making substantial amount of money in this, and this is where we are, and this is where we're going, and this, that, and the other thing. And I was passionate about it. I was really passionate about it because I was there and I saw it, and getting to the event was proof. It's like I could touch it and I could feel the energy of the room and I could feel the energy of the event. And I portrayed that and I gave that energy back to him. And he looked at me in the eye after I was done telling him all of my stories and all of my adventures at the event. And he looks at me and he goes, "Brianna, I'm so happy for you. I can sleep well tonight knowing that you're okay." And I was like taken back, like, wow, like, he's like, "I believe that you can do this." He looked at me, he's like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you and your mom. And you guys just go and you do this. You go and do this. And so you're going to another event in Miami in January?" I was like, "Yeah, we're going to be in Miami in January, and this, that, and the other thing." And he's like, "Oh, that's really cool. I might like to go." And I was like, awesome, because that's the feeling, that's what you get from getting to an event. You get this passion. And like, if you believed in your business and then you get to an event, you don't believe, you're passionate, and you both believe and you're passionate from it. So I mean, if talking to your spouse or your family members or your friends about the business is difficult, get them to an event. Get them to see what you see. Get them to feel what you feel and felt what you felt. Because otherwise, they won't get it. And I mentioned this in my previous video that I did because like I've talked about it to a couple of people at work, and they're like, I don't get what you're doing. Like, what is it? It's that I can't touch it thing. You know what I mean? Because like Power Network, we sell, educational products and stuff like that. We don't sell, potions, lotions, and vitamins and stuff like that, which is what, is traditionally sold in, network marketing companies or affiliate marketing companies. But what we sell is like, you can't touch it, so it's very hard to wrap your head around. It's the vision that we're all involved in at Power Network. It's where we're going. And once you are able to portray where you're going to your friends and your family, then they'll say, "Oh, I get it now. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I want to come with you. I want to be there with you. I want to support you. I want to run with you, and let me run too, and grab a team and let me run with them as well." That's the kind of feedback that I got from my grandpa. So if you take that passion and you share it with your loved ones or your spouse, and I know that this is huge. A lot of people deal with like a negative spouse or a negative, significant other. But if you're not passionate about it, they won't see the passion in you. If you're not taking this seriously and treating it like a business, then they won't take it seriously and treat it like a business. They'll just take it as something, just one of those other things that you're doing online. And I got that. I get that now that I've showed it with my grandpa. And the more people I talk to about it, the more people are saying back to me, "Oh, I get it now." So yeah, those are my little thoughts for the day. If you'd like to learn more about Empower Network and the events that are happening in the future, or having one in January, if you don't have your ticket now, I strongly suggest that you get it, because you will not. I would pay $5,000 for the event tickets. I really would. But they're significantly less than that, by a lot. So if you have any questions or you would like to learn about the business that I am in, click the link below, enter your email address in, and watch the video, and they will explain everything. All right. Hope you got some value. Bye.